What's up, everybody? It's KinesisKrab back with more Sonicomi. Last time we met Big Titty Anime Girl and I accidentally touched her breast because, oh no, anime. It's anime. Tropes. A gentle light shines down on me. But where am I? Pictures. I've got to take pictures, but pictures of what again?
Over here!
Huh?
I'm over here!
Of course, it's her. She runs for me, her white dress fluttering in the wind. I have to take her picture. That doesn't sound good the way you phrase that. No, it's not that I have to. I want to. The camera hanging from my neck is lighter than air. Wait, please wait. I chase her through the light. She runs from me, laughing. Her gentle laughter reaches my ears on the wind. The light has become that of warm sunbeams. Sand burns beneath my feet. Shutter noises. She frolics at the edge of the water. I click the shutter, entranced. I take dozens and dozens of pictures, but her face is never captured in them. Why? I hear her laughter. She's getting farther and farther away, but for some reason her laughter keeps getting louder. Why? Beep, 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 beep. Beep boops. Ooh, wow. I get out of bed to find my alarm clock ringing on the floor. Why is it on the floor? Flustered, I stop the alarm and check the time. Oh, does he have, like... I'm assuming he doesn't have a nightstand, and, like, in other countries, beds don't always have bed frames, so he probably just, like, sleeps on a mattress on the floor, is what I'm imagining, or, like, a fucking mat or something. Today is... right, nothing I need to be at work early for. Once I realize that, I feel myself relax. I don't really want to get going yet. My head still needs to finish booting up. That dream again. I wonder who she is. I can never see the girl's face. I let out a rather dopey sigh, and I'm sure you do. As the anime character. Maybe I should be more worried about this. My own voice seems foreign, even though it's coming from my mouth. My own mouth, whatever. A girl whose picture I couldn't take. I feel like that happened in reality, too. I'm suddenly reminded of a certain picture. A picture I took right before graduating, while I was shooting a concert at a friend's request. It's like there's a time skip. It's been a while. He's still thinking about this chick he met once and talked to for, like, what, 2 minutes? I wonder what that headphone girl is up to now. Man, she was cute. The way her expressions kept changing and her little gestures, yeah, the ones that, you know, weren't animated, but we were told in a text box were totally happening. I'm not reading that. Or maybe it's a little early for these kinds of thoughts. Okay. Shake myself out of my fuck and give my cheeks a slap. You know, like, I get that it's describing he's slapping his face to wake up because that's a thing in anime, but, like, still reads real fucking awkward. Today's gonna be another great day. Today's gonna be a great day. A cameraman deep in... depends. I don't know, I couldn't read that. Depends on his body health first. Always wear a cheerful smile. Those seem like completely different thoughts. Alright. With an energetic shout, I head for the bathroom. I always strive to act briskly and with purpose. Wash my face, shave, brush my teeth, usual routine. Why do I need this described to me? I know what it's like to get ready in the morning. It's been almost a year since I graduated school and started working at my current studio. Like, if you're not gonna show me, like, don't tell me as an excuse, because show don't tell is like a rule of writing. It's a rule of, like, TV and shit, too. Basically self-taught, but photography was mostly a hobby. And then, of course, he becomes a photographer, because anime. Photographer who was judging a contest and later took a shine to me. He offered me a job, and I've been under his wing ever since. There'd be voice acting here in Moto Sonicomi on PS3, the game, this fucking... Like, there was a PC version of Sonicomi, but this version from Steam has all the features from Moto Sonicomi except the extra voice acting. Like, I'm not asking for an English dub, I just, like, want the Japanese where it should be. It's not that your submissions were any good or anything. You were the only one who didn't take the boring cookie cutter route. I don't need an assistant stuck in bad habits, blah blah. I think he meant I want you because you're an amateur. Not to toot my own horn or anything, but I really worked my ass off after that. I'm sure you did, because anime character, let me guess, you're the best one ever, but you don't think you are, but you totally fucking are. His work is far beyond what an amateur like me can hope to accomplish. Look at his photos, strange sense of anarchy. Noted womanizer and boozer, of course, because anime, and that's how anime works. And says some crazy things, but that's just on the surface. Yeah, because anime... Whether he's shooting scenery or people, he always draws out the beauty that hides deep within his subjects. It's all thanks to his precise eye and superhuman focus. I've tried desperately to keep up with him. As a result, I think my photos look quite different now than they did a year ago. But... I get myself dressed and stand in front of my desk. A post-it with today's tasks is pinned to the corkboard. That thing in the top right, I think it says, like... It's like a reference to a movie. I don't know how to translate it. A post-it with today's tasks pinned to the corkboard. Next to it are two pictures, each of the same model. One is my mentor's and one is mine. I really don't know which is which. There's a clear difference between the two. Yes, there are technical differences, such as pose and composition, but that's not what I mean. I'm talking about the relationship between the photographer and the model. There's a difference in the level of trust the model has for the photographer, or at least that's how it seems to me. Of course, it was my mentor's first time meeting that model too, so we should have been on the same footing. Your landscape shots ain't half bad, but you've got a long way to go before when it comes to shooting people, Like, here's what I'm thinking about that. The left picture looks like, oh, they must have a better connection. But the picture on the left looks like shit, and the picture on the right looks good, because the landscape backs it up really well. So, like, I feel like they completely missed the point of what they're trying to get across. I don't mean groups of people. The pictures they took at that concert weren't bad. How would you... That was, like... Why in his head, like... For viewer convenience, I get it, but that shit happened, like, a year ago for him. Why would he be thinking about it like it happened, like, yesterday? They lack spirit. I need to find my spirit. Spirit evolution. Started having a dream. Lights off, gas off, water off. Do you actually have to manually, like, turn... Like, was he cooking? Or, like, in Japan, do you manually have to turn your gas off when you leave your house? Is what I want to know. Everything's locked up out of your apartment. Yeah. Run down the path he always takes, getting some light exercise, toast in his mouth, runs into girl, drops toast, the anime. Pleasant weather makes the recent chill seem like a lie. I feel the warmth energizing my body. I'm able to shift gears into work mode right away. Alrighty, I can sense the office down the street. Let's see, I don't know why I would let us sense. It's a spell I cased over the moon. No one's gonna get that reference. Let's look at this for a second. Okay, it doesn't look as stupid from the side, but like from the front, her proportions don't make fucking sense. I wonder if she's come to fill a job request or something. Ah, crap, I didn't keep her waiting, did I? Huh? What? Who, what, where, when, why, how? 5 W's and an H? Girl unconscious on the floor, wow, anime. Stop dead in my tracks. It's her. The girl I met at the concert. Why is she... I put the question into words unconsciously. At first, she looks like she's worried about something, but then she starts humming. Then she starts fidgeting, and then she's staring off into space. She's really all over the place. I feel myself smiling, my chest fills with warmth. I wonder why she's here. Nah, it doesn't matter. This is a once-in-a-lifetime chance. It must be fate that brought us together again. This time, I'll ask her to model for me. No, wait, I'm still no good at photographing people. I shake my head. That kind of negativity will get me nowhere. Alright, let's go. I look forward, determined, and... She's gone. An unseasonably cold wind blows by with a melancholy sound. Damn it, I lost my chance again. And I'm late too. I don't know what that kanji says on that building. So yeah, I don't know, I can't read it. I don't know why I brought it up. Good morning, sorry for being late. Of course, there's no one actually in the office to hear me. Well, to be exact, there's one person in the back, but my mentor doesn't have any assistants other than me. He outscores most of the office work and outsources, and doesn't really pay any mind to email, faxes, or the phone. His theory is that if people want our work, they'll come to us. And we do get work. His skills are a factor, of course, but I think it's also because of his charisma. He's a guy you just can't hate. You described him as pretty hateable earlier. You said there's like negative shit about him, so like, which is it exactly? We basically have an agreed upon time to start working, though we'll leave work at totally different times depending on the job. Since there aren't any shoots at other locations scheduled today, my job will be to check our equipment and do some paperwork. It's a great experience working with equipment I could never afford myself. And of course, I get to see my mentor's photos. I'm really grateful for this opportunity, but I just can't get myself psyched up today. Where did that girl go? I couldn't have taken my eyes off her for more than a second. Oh right, I said a name, I just tried to think of something Japanese for it, so I think it's like Ryota Yoyogi. I don't know if Yoyogi is a real last name, but it's the only place name I knew off the top of my head, and I knew you could be named after a place and have it a last name. Wow. Look at how fucking stupid this fucker looks. Like, he looks like the fucking bad guy from Crash Bandicoot. His hair stands straight out on both sides of his head like antennae, while the top of his head is completely bald. Behind round, colored glasses, his eyes shine with a sharp light that seems to pierce the true nature of whatever he sees. He wears a Hawaiian shirt so gaudy that 9 out of 10 people wouldn't think twice if I told them he was a Hawaiian hotel owner. The shirt covers... Alright. Kinshiro Ara, aka Arakin. I felt like honorific like that, like speaking, adding shit like that to the end was more for idols than like anyone else, but I don't know shit like photographer shit in Japan, so yeah. Ohio, that's how they're probably saying good morning, I'm sure. Come on man, you gotta grow up here, don't gotta be so scared every time you see my face, Maybe if your fucking hair, like, maybe if like the hair on your face matched like your fucking regular hair, and like it wasn't ungodly fucking, just the design here, I don't understand it, it looks stupid. No biggie, I need you for something, come to the studio later. I wonder what it is. Stack my papers in order so that I can go through them easily later, then I head into the studio. Was it really necessary to explain that to me? Hey, you're here, it took you long enough. My mentor speaks in his booming voice, but I don't hear a word. Took you long enough, I have been struck dumb by the sight before me. I never noticed that's the outfit she wears when you first meet her, but actually, like, I'm gonna get into the, like, clothing dynamics later, but that's actually put together, like, really well for score point things. The headphone girl is standing right there. Everybody in this game, besides like the characters you've already met, and then like 3 other characters we'll meet later, wear fucking masks that look stupid as hell also. I also don't know if that's fire or hair behind his head, because hair is just stupid in this anime universe. I let out a scream of terror in the back of my mind. I mean, an interrobang rather than just a question mark would have been better suited for that then, but whatever. The music's pretty good in this game until you realize there's only like 4 tracks, by the way. I can't help but stare at the man. Yep, that's a Hanya, the mask that symbolizes demonic female jealousy in no theater. But enough of that, the girl, she's here. Introduce yourself to this guy, will ya? My man gestures the headphone girl forward, though I get the impression he's doing it because he knows how nervous I am. This voice actress often does not say what's in the text box in front of her. I think she probably went in the recording booth and just like kind of did what I sort of like to do, where I say what doesn't sound like shit if I can anticipate ahead of time that I can do it better than what's written.
Super Sonico! Nice to meet you! Thanks to the encouragement of so many people, I've decided to become a gravier model.
This is where I learned to pronounce that word because I'd never heard it said before.
I am really looking looking forward to working with you. I think it's gonna be great.
I don't know if this is one of those games where like she's only 18 in the English version, but like she is. Just to answer that question. She bows her head emphatically after that. Yup, it's definitely the same girl. I'm Kitamura, Super Sonico's manager. A pleasure. And this guy doesn't seem that scary after all. At least no one seems to be paying his mask any mind. I don't understand, this is the only point in the game the mask thing is pointed out, but like every single person you meet from here on out, 9 times out of 10 will wear a mask. Nice to meet you too. I bow my head and greet him in an attempt to shake off my doubts. I wonder if she remembers me. We met once before at a concert. Do you remember me? Oh, you're just gonna ask straight out, huh? She stares hard at my face. She's really looking hard at me. I guess she doesn't remember me after all.
Oh! The cameraman I bumped into!
Yeah, so you do remember.
Yeah, I remember because of your camera!
That's so fucking stupid to say, like, oh shit, this guy has a camera. He must be the cameraman I met over a fucking year ago.
Wow, what a coincidence! I'm really sorry about that.
No, it's fine. I'm glad you weren't hurt. What, you guys know each other? I thought you were a wimp like most guys your age, but I guess you got in you after all. Please don't make me sound so bad. Dude, you had some pretty fucking bad internal monologues earlier. Oops. Sounds like he's implying I'm some sort of playboy. Fortunately, it looks like the girl didn't understand what he said. Anyway, since you already know each other, this'll be easy, eh? Let me introduce you, Sonico. This guy's Ryota. I picked that name because I played Hot Tofu Boyfriend once. That's my reasoning for that, by the way. He shows some promise, so he helps out with my work. I don't actually know what it means, but it's the name I chose. I don't know if there's supposed to be U in it, come to think of it. Like, I don't know if the vowel is supposed to be long or not, but I elongated it. I don't think I can change it either, so I'm stuck with it. Starting today, he's your personal cameraman.
Wow! That's a surprise?
Huh. Really? I see, so that's why she's here. He's your personal cameraman. He. There are 4 people in this room. My mentor's not talking about himself, and it's definitely not her. The only possibilities remaining are her manager and myself. Now, the conclusion that can be drawn from the above point is... he equals me. Huh? Anime? Yeah, what do you mean? What do you mean, what do I mean? Don't you think it's time you did some serious work? It's not like you've been screwing around this whole year. I don't know, man. He doesn't seem to have done anything. No, of course not, but when it comes to taking pictures of people, Stop, that's what I'm talking about. My mentor points a finger straight at me. I can imagine that because I've seen anime. Your technique is already pretty good. You could give any average photographer a run for his money when it comes to landscapes. But, if you want to be my assistant, you're gonna have to learn to shoot these, yeah. And you're gonna have to make them beautiful, romantic, charming. Ugh. Kind of hurts to hear that. The name Otokine is basically synonymous with that shit right there. Guess it's pretty bad if his assistant can't do... I already forgot how to pronounce that word. I'll probably remember later. Fucking what is this facial expression? So, consider this part of your training. This is what they call tough love, man. Throwing my lion cub into the valley. Lion King, I don't know how you interpreted that movie, but no, I don't think that was a family bond. But this is so sudden, and isn't it a disservice to her and her manager? I cannot possibly do this as the protagonist of a fucking anime. Can't help but shoot them a glance. By the way, this, like, self-insert character, I don't even think this fucking, like, agency is in the fucking anime. I think it's just pretty much about her band in school. Don't sweat it. You know I don't do things halfway, yeah? Right, Mr. Manager? I'll make sure your darling girl is taken care of. It took me a second to realize who was speaking, because I thought Mr. Manager was him in my head for some reason. It's true that this guy has no experience, but if you trust the Otokine name, you'll leave this to me, right? Since you put it that way. Wait, I did his voice slightly differently than the other guys. Since you put it that way, I have no objections. After all, we're the ones asking for your help. I think that's what I did.
Fine with me.
It's so weird when her voice actually just breaks through like long-ass dialogue I have to fucking read. And I was watching, you know. I saw you oogling poor little Sonico outside of the office. My mentor looks at me with an expression that embodies the very concept of the perverted old man. Oh man, because anime, obviously. You were watching? Wait, no, stop trying to make me look bad. Well, maybe if you weren't a fucking bad protagonist, people wouldn't be able to make you look bad. You can't claim you're not when you do that shit. Like, accept it. Like, there is a route when he can become a piece of shit. In which case, saying this stuff makes sense, but like 90% of the routes, he's not a piece of shit. So, yeah. I can feel the Hanya's eyes burning a hole through my soul. I'm not just saying this on a whim. You know I'm not that kind of guy, right? Kind of what? I don't understand what he's saying. This is your time to shine. If you can't handle it, then you'll have to rethink your life a little. That's all there is to it. His stern look pulls me back to reality. He's absolutely right. Of course he is, because you have to become the anime protagonist. I understand. Please let me do it. Right, I have to do it. I'll throw everything I've learned this year into it. Suddenly I feel tense. Everyone is silent. It's a pleasure to be working with you. Bow your head, do the Japanese stuff. Okay then. What's going on? It's a good question. Just that thought crosses my mind. She suddenly grabs my hand and pulls it. What? Alright then.
You know, I was really nervous on my first job too. Even now, my heart's still pounding.
So the voice actress here fucked up because she said I was really nervous on my first job too, implying... You know, the text box is really bad about this too. This is her first job. She hasn't done this before, but it doesn't imply that here. It implies that she's done this shit before.
So, well...
Right.
I think you and I are the same, Mr. Cameraman.
Yeah, the reason I forgot I named my character is because you're just Mr. Cameraman the entire fucking game.
So, well... nothing, but I'll do my best. I may still be inexperienced, but I know I'm in good hands.
Sonico bows her head. I think my eyes might start watering. Anime. You don't need to be so formal.
I guess you're right. Sorry if I overdid it.
I was so flustered I'd brush her off. Oh, come on, me. I just dropped a pen. But, I guess it's good to be so enthusiastic. Does this pen have lead in it? Cause, okay, it does, yeah.
Really? Well then, let's do our best! Go team!
She suddenly raises her fist over her head in a triumphant pose. Everyone stares at her in shock. I don't get what she did wrong, honestly. Go team. Gotta share her enthusiasm.
Go team!
Go team.
We can do anything if we put our minds to it, right?
Why is this suddenly a question? And thus I embark on the journey that will determine my future together with the mysterious headphone girl, Super Sonico. What lies in store for me? Whatever the case, I've gotta do it.